Just good-natured fun, that's all. Just good-natured fun. Do you have a card?
I don't.
Oh, I'm going to have to write on mine then, so I can remember your name.
I can do an intro on tape. My name.
What?
I can just do a little thing on tape. Here's who I am.
Here's who I am? You want to do that? Go ahead.
Are you running?
Yeah, of course he is. See the little pink light?
Want me to spell it?
Sure, if you'd like.
I'm Todd Howard, Toddhoward. I was the kid. I was writing games when I was, 12, whatever. And the other kids in the block would say, I'm going to play quarterback for the Cowboys. And I'd be like, I'm going to make video games and everyone's going to play them. Like, you dork. Go back to the chess club. Who's laughing now? Yes, I was in the chess club.
And he goes, after kicking a bottle out of him.
Awesome.
And scene.
I think the demo showed a lot of promise, and we just have to go through and polish a lot of small stuff. And the final battle part definitely isn't quite there yet, but the game systems work. We just need to go back and add that extra fine-tuning, extra scripting that's required for that. So.
Yeah, no panic yet.
You guys are waiting for this panic, and I don't think it's quite going to come.
What's at stake here? There are two big focuses for E3. So one is the demo, and we'll go in there, have a big giant plasma screen, and it'll be me and Todd in there just talking to people about the game and kind of running through the same demo every hour on the hour. And then the second thing would be the trailer. It has to be awesome. It can't miss. It's the most important thing we do because it gets seen by everybody.
This is in the movie where they blow the town up. I was watching the movie and I said, that's our Fallout lady.
All right, so this is her new upstairs. This is her puppy named Dog. She talks to him. She says, no, she's got to practice. She's got things to do. She's got to practice. He has to be good dog. So she's going to go pick up that bow that's over on the table there. And she's going to take a few shots. Right now, her marksman skill is very low. So she goes and she gets a marksmanship potion.
Are they actually drinking potions? How'd you do that?
She's actually drinking.
She drinks the potion.
Pause a second.
Used items.
So this is new to me, so I'm making lists.
Mm-hmm. I've got that on the list as we need the potion or the drinking potion.
Yeah. That.
Yeah, it's on there.
Okay.
All right, so she drinks that, which increases her marksmanship skill. Now she tags.
Dude, that is brilliant.
So she goes and picks up this book over here and starts reading. Dog starts eating. His animations are going to be tweaked, and now he's got all sorts of energy. He's running around. He's running around like an idiot, and she's starting to get annoyed because she's trying to read. She's like, "No, mommy's reading," and he goes, "Her?" Bam! Paralyzed. Falls over. She goes back to reading while the dog twitches helplessly on the ground. All right. So
Pick. Idle. What's that supposed to do?
did you actually select the right idle animation in the idle manager?
Yes.
Click on the camera.
We have over 100 bugs and tasks open in the database, and that number fluctuates anywhere from 50, and we've had over 300.
Candle fact, 01. So essentially, you didn't go ask anybody who made this up?
No, it doesn't work. I asked Dawn, and she told me to do this.
She's still bluffing.
It all ties together. It's all one big bundle of this is the universe, and you touch something here, and it moves something over there.
Now,
You have duration 1.
I have duration 1. In
Put a duration
theory,
0.
Well, I used 0 before, but that's the
Well,
only...
that would get rid of the problem you think you're having.
And he did nothing. See? I mock you.
What's his energy? Oh, that's high. Set it to 5. Low energy, idle more.
Oh.
No, he didn't do it
He just
anyway.
finished it. That could well be a bug.
I want to give the player a chance to avoid it, to feel like they see it, or to use it against the creatures. Again, we'll be liberal with those traps. I'd rather add too many and have people complain and take them out, rather than have
That's
empty
what I'm
spaces.
thinking right now with loot and creatures.
Overwhelming.
I'm trying to overwhelm it with lots of loot. So that you get more out of the dungeon, because everybody's been saying the argument, you get more in someone's basement than you do in a quest.
I know the designers have a long wish list of art that they wanted, but you know what? I mean, if you don't get that unique looking sword, I think we can live with it looking like every other sword in the game. So
I'm waiting for Craig to do as usual. Everybody stop coding. I'm going to fix this.
Can die. How does his heart survive?
Good. When we wrote this role, I called them and I said, they're like, well, who do you want for this role? And they'd give me a list. And I said, no, I gotta have timestamp.
Oh,
like,
how wonderful.
I don't know if he's done a game. I said,
yeah.
He has, but I think he's just...
No, I mean, I wasn't unnerved, but when I got the FedEx last night with the script, and I looked at it and I thought, well, I just don't know. I hope there's somebody there to tell me where to go, because I just had I didn't know, like, the area of it. Like, I didn't know the area of performance, Right.
So I look forward to, showing it to them and having them, I've never seen myself in that light. Just how well we can lip sync and put other characters on the screen.
Kneel before Todd.
You got to put that in.
Smile when you ask questions like
Thanks. Thanks, Terrence.
Gentlemen, wonderful.
So this is my pal Terrence Stamp. He's never done a video game before or any type of voiceover, and he was really, really excited to do it. He was really, really into it. He was literally, like, when we were recording him, leaping around doing the combat stuff so much that they couldn't record him. He was moving away from the microphone,
I don't know, like, if we could have picked, there's another actor we could have picked who I'd be happier to write dialogue for. Like, seriously, like, I geeked out over Star Trek for years. It was on while I was in college. We literally, all my friends, I would sit around, we watch Star Trek and drink beer and act like idiots. I don't have a picture of my wife in my wallet right now, but I've got Patrick Stewart in my wallet. So, there's no better actor as far as I'm concerned. Like, I get to say I wrote dialogue for Patrick Stewart. Yeah, I'm happy.
Got your wallet?
Yeah, I got it. This is not a lie. See, my wife will not be happy, but I have a Patrick Stewart picture in my wallet. Right there.
If you run through the demo now and see the lightning effect, the fireball effect in the bookstore is messed up. But if you don't see the lightning effect, it's fine.
So basically, for this next week or two, you guys are really gonna have to talk to each other. You're gonna have to be really, really smart about stuff that you put in the game, stuff that you update. If you see anything broken, you have to speak up. Do not assume that QA is gonna catch it, that I'm gonna catch it, or someone else is gonna catch it.
If it says E3, it needs to be done that day. And if you look at it and it can't be done that day, talk to somebody about it. Because we need to sort of slot these things and make sure it's all done over the next week. We've seen it, it's there. We just sort of have to, get some of the mess out of the way and let it shine through. But we've done it before, we can do it again. So, let's do it. So you guys know our demo machine melted last night? The motherboard's dead?
We're never really sure. Could have been a defective motherboard. We could have just been putting too much into it. We weren't overclocking it at all. So I checked out. We're sending it back to the manufacturer, ASUS, and they're going to send us a new one.
So right now we have the code changing, we have the data changing, and now our hardware is changing. So the triumvirate of things changing is bad. Better now than next week.
Normally, it'll crash to the Windows desktop, and you just start it back up and play it again. Well, this crashed in such a way that they actually had to completely power off the machine and restart it. This happened several times throughout the day, and finally on that last one, it just didn't come back on.
By the way, the end of the demo is completely different. If those of you who weren't here on Friday, we changed the ending. It's way more dramatic.
Feed me, Lord.
You have to do all the kids' things.
Elliot looks cool when I block him. I mean, I think the end is the best part now. And before, for me, it was, the worst part. And now I think it's the best part. I don't know if that's the newness of it. But it's got good, epic fantasy demon stuff at the end, which I think the kids like.
What time we start? Oh, right now it's 7:10, and we were supposed to be starting the Microsoft event in 5 minutes, but that's not going to happen. So we're just hanging out, waiting to meet up with some folks, and we go get something to drink and we'll watch them put our trailer up in front of thousands of people. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. It's an awful lot of work to get to this point. I mean, we haven't seen it on a freaking movie screen, so we have no idea how it's going to look. Well, we know it looks really good on a 61-inch TV, but on a movie screen. But if it looks as good as we know it can, and if it's and if the response is really awesome, I think it probably may be the greatest professional moment of my life.
Burp, burp.